There could be more pain ahead for Sydney rail commuters, with rail unions to stage a new round of industrial action over a pay dispute next week. Reporter Miles Holbrook-Walk joins us now from Sydney's Central Station. Miles, we just had a bit of reprieve. What's the latest?
Yeah, that's right, Steph. You could be forgiven in Sydney and New South Wales more broadly for thinking there's three certainties in life: death, taxes and an ongoing rail dispute between the RTBU and the New South Wales government. This has been going on for months now, and really no major headway in negotiations between the government and Rail, Tram and Bus Union. Now, there was last-minute crisis talks that pulled away from Christmas and New Year's being severely impacted by strike action. That was done by the RTBU, the Rail, Tram and Bus Union, in an effort to secure a pay deal and get some caveats and negotiations after the Christmas period and after New Year's Eve. Neither of those things have ensued, according to the union. They say the government hasn't come to the table and they want to see that change. Now they've planned strike action for Wednesday the 15th of January to last until Friday the 17th. Now, the union interestingly says while the action they're taking will have some impact on services, they believe it will be in the low to medium range. Obviously the government less convinced about that. Another interesting demand of the union right now is they say they want to see a change in who is actually negotiating the deal at the moment. Alongside Unions New South Wales have called for Howard Collins and Samantha Abadira to be brought in. They negotiated a deal with the Rail, Tram and Bus Union back in 2022 when there was a similar deadlock over a separate industrial issue within the broader train and rail network. Now, the government doesn't seem to be particularly reticent or keen to engage in that. They've said they want to go back to the Fair Work Commission for mediation. The trouble for the union, they say, is that when they've gone to the Fair Work Commission, the talks have been stymied by having lower level bureaucrats who can't make senior decisions. And if they go back to Fair Work to try and avoid all these strikes and strike some sort of pay deal, it has to be either the Transport Minister Joe Haylen, the Premier Chris Minns or the Treasurer Daniel Mookhey at the negotiation table, thawing through the finer details, or these other negotiators that they've identified. Whether or not that comes about will remain to be seen.